This is Aaron Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. 36 yards on the play. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Jones is into the end zone. Touchdown. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
Remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Fields this way up to 17, and he won't quite make it to the 25.
Armin and Mikasa and everybody else, we have the right idea, right, to stop Aaron and try to save the world, save as many people as possible. But I'm scared that once we get to Aaron, he's going to be like, well, what did you do to get here? You have to kill people. How is what you did to get here any different than what I'm doing? And it is extremely different. But it's like our characters are having to go through this, like, bloodshed, and it's something that they don't want to do, and I'm scared of the repercussions of that for them.
I think I might, from what you just said, I think I might change slightly. I don't think there's going to be a numbness at all. I think this is kind of, if you think about Aaron as maybe being the boss battle,
yeah,
it makes sense that these people would need to be the step before that. Because yes, I said, like, Armin already killed someone and then the court. But what were those scenarios? People trying to kill you actively that you didn't know. Marley, who had sent, Titans to attack and break down the walls. Obviously, you can distance yourself and think of them as an enemy to some extent. Easier. These are cadets that we have trained with for years and are friends of ours that are on the island with us that will also be spared of this. And I think it really is highlighted with what said about the flock. Once it's just you guys, they're still gonna be killing each other. And it's like, yeah.
Yeah, she was like, the world will shrink, that's all. Yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah. Like, and she's right to a degree, right? And it's only a matter of time before more fighting starts over whatever it will be. But I don't know, like Armin and Connie and everybody, they're...
I was calling him.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Throwing now is Carr. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
Alexa, what time is it?
16-yard chunk there.
The time is 7:15 p.m.
Oh, I was right! It's
7:50
p.m.
How long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Marquise Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them. And I think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive.
You're not done with the bed.
You do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV.
Now time to go. Good night, Daddy.
Good night. See.
Let's go right to the bed.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Across the 40-yard line. Miami first down, 14-yard pickup. 7-7, our score after one.
I know. The spinning one, then the jumping one. Wait, do it higher. Do the up and down one. Wait, the spinning one. Wait, stop, Daddy, stop, stop. Up there, Dad. Not yet, Dad. Not yet. Hi, bro.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards in this series after the delay of game. It's Jones. A good move. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Without the previous
Good night, Daddy.
first down, instead it's just a gain of 10 from the 47.
Good night, Daddy. 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 Good night, Daddy.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this.
I'll bring this where I go. Forgot about that again.
Pass.
Go.
Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch now.
It's bad
Now here's first
time.
right at the 40. Now a first down carry by Jones. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
Stop!
That's how you sound.
But that's Maddie, dude.
Maddie does it too?
Look,
You guys are silly.
look.
You guys are so silly.
Like so duper buddy.
That's a stop.
Yay! I lost. You lost.
No, actually gonna fall and hurt yourself. Don't do that. I don't want you to hurt yourself. What's happening? What's happening?
You're meat.
No, I'm not meat. You're meat.
Then you fired. Then you fired. Robbie, shoot the best one more time. Spinning one.
Nope, can't spin.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it
Up, down, up, down.
Nope, down. Look at this. I'm seeing. Blue. That's it. No more.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, I heard somebody laughing.
This one taken just inside the 10.
I heard somebody laughing.
Teams as they hit him down short of the 20.
Maybe not.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. Get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed.
See you later, bye. Mommy's calling you.
I'm breaking you.
Elsie, Mommy's calling you.
A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now Carr,
Get
after the
fired.
incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Never see
Set
you.
up to
Get.
throw. That pass caught Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. On 1st down, Carr. And this one too low.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, they'll throw with Carr. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run. As we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. When it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 93. Carr gonna throw. And he's gonna go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away.
Going through something that you can kind of say Reiner has been through to a slightly different degree, but just hurting, like, killing people that you have developed a life around. And it's something that might be really hard to come back from.
I mean, think about Annie and Berthold's reaction to Marco, to Reiner's choice there with Marco. Like,
It was traumatizing.
Similar facial expressions and similar actions to what Armin and Connie are having to do here is fight against someone you trained with as a cadet because either they are going to out you to everyone as being, a Marleyan spy, or, or kill you, or
this is what they
your
needed
mission.
to do.
You needed to do this. And Armin and Connie are kind of in a similar boat.
Do you think it's meant
so
to be a
many
loose
things that are
parallel?
Yes, Annie and Reiner are fighting together,
Yeah.
and then we have everything is like so perfect. And all I can think back to is that mural on the ceiling in the courthouse where when we first got that, we were really confused by it because we were like, I thought Titans were the enemy. Why is there a mural in their courthouse of humans fighting humans? And we were like, I wonder if that's like a history, like a pre this,
nature,
and honestly, it's just that. It's so prevalent still of like an idea that it's so funny that when I saw it for the first time, I was just confused by it because I was like, well, that's not the world that we're seeing. We're seeing humans, which we thought were the last humans alive inside this walled-in area, but we're seeing a painting of people killing people. And then it's like, that was like the breadcrumbs of starting to open up the world to us. Ugh.
This hell won't end until we turn away from all this senseless killing. Like,
that was a great line. Because we know of Aaron's usage of the word hell.
Yeah. So, the whole conversation. So how do you think that we were told, or that Flock was told about the Armin and Connie being like traitors, I guess, or going against the cause? So we had the Backpack Titans pick up John, Anyan Capone, and Yelena, right?
I'm sure that you'd be a little bit suspicious because of what was the sound to tell everyone to start this mission, which was Jean not shooting Anyan Capone 4 times.
Yeah.
And Flock obviously saw that, and Flock was the one that kind of had the best view, probably, of this escape and Peak taking them within her mouth as part of it.
Yeah, the truth is we heard you guys teamed up with Marlin when he used the flying boat to stop the rumbling, supposedly. That was an idea that we came up with, like, last episode.
Right. And this is all interesting because they're also sweating, and he does deactivate it, He does. So it's like, are they hoping
They don't want to believe that.
So they're somewhat acting here, but they're nervous, and they're like, okay, maybe we are gonna trust Armin and Connie here. But there's such this tense, weird energy of everyone's on edge. Like,
who's
they
the
are
traitor?
on edge.
And the episode title is Traitor, right?
Well, I mean, I guess that's subjective to the people in the show, because the Jaegerists see Armin, Misa, Jean, Connie, they see them as traitors here because they're going against the progress of rebuilding Eldia.
Yeah. I was worried one of our people,
I know.
Yeah.
When they started, saying things like, oh, you're going to use the flying boat to stop the rumbling, I was, starting to pick through who we had, and I was like, there's no way. It's not Levi, it's not Hanji. No one fit the bill for me for who could possibly have wanted,
For a second,
kill everyone.
For the second, I was scared that it was, if I was trying to think of who it would have been Annie, I thought, because she had just heard that they set foot in Marley already.
Oh, so like maybe changing up plan because she was so distraught over the idea that her phone was
And
falling.
wanted to like hurry up. There was no, obviously that's not the route that went. Do you want to read the middle? Like the
Kizaru technology must be used to service the world's first flying boat, which uses ice-burst stone as fuel. Since it was designed to observe the might of the rumbling, the craft is capable of long-distance intercontinental flight.
pretty cool.
Very cool. I think it's especially cool that, like, yes, Octopus was like, I can pilot it, I just can't, like, start it.
Yeah.
Can't get the wings out. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like this Kizaru technology is just kind of given to us in these little tiny, like, oh, like this grand idea, and we're only given little nuggets of it, but like, I kind of want to zoom in.
Did they have like a whole?
And,
Yeah.
like, see.
Once they got access to like the crystal, did they have like a whole like technological like renaissance? I want to be their culture. It's like they're making locomotives, they're making airships. Like
I know, and when Flock said like, I think his one calling card of thinking that this was a ruse was, oh well, why are they sneaking around on horseback and not taking the train?
the locomotive.
And I'm like, that's, I mean, because they didn't decide they were going to lie to you until they got here. But honestly, if the plan had started working before getting here, that would have been smart, because no one's going to think that you're a traitor when you're putting yourself out in the open like that, like on the train that is obviously going to the destination of the Icarus.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been a great place to start. It's just we had to have our little circle time in the woods.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't have happened.
What do you think about this little the conversation happening here? So when Annie says you guys shouldn't be expected to do this, nor expected to make that choice in the first place, and then she goes on to say, unlike us, you probably wouldn't have destroyed the wall that day, which is the thing that triggers Reiner into remembering what Aaron said of, like, I thought, I'm the same as you. That's saying that, like, correct me if I'm wrong, saying, like, I'm the same as you, like, would he have, can he seen why Reiner did that
He
that
would
day?
have been willing to break down the walls. I think is what we're...
And that's what he's... Aaron right now is breaking down the wall, right?
To all those other places.
Yeah.
I think, Annie's highlighting that Mixa, Jean, and Armin and Connie are all willing to save the lives of those that are going to come and attack them.
Yeah.
Where Reiner and Annie were told about this island that will have a rumbling that will attack us, and they were willing to attack the island. And Aaron is, doing the same.
I feel like the only people who could get to Aaron and talk to him are people who know what he's been through. And it seems like all of our characters are learning what he's been through in their own ways and learning this horrific trauma and tragedy. And I think that I would love to see Reiner and Aaron talk again. Like that, like I don't know what it would look like, where it would be, what it would take, but God, their conversations of like I don't know. Season 4, like their conversation in the basement was nuts.
I never thought that they were going to have such a connection be created in the show, and then obviously we have, the Aaron's line, I'm the same as you, and from there you realize just how much they were connected, and then from this episode it's really like painting a picture of, like we just said, Aaron might have been willing to do the same thing that they were doing that day,
Yeah.
with the information that they had, and he had that. Gosh, maybe it needs to be Reiner. Maybe that's the case. Maybe Reiner is the only one that would truly understand Reiner. I guess Annie would also understand Aaron. But it seems like, I like what you said, that everyone's kind of getting closer to understanding Aaron, or connecting with what he's had to do and what he's willing to do by their actions in order to stop him.
Yeah.
Staining our hands with blood. We're going down that path, and it makes me think of Mikasa after the infiltration of Marley, after Aaron killed kids and innocent civilians civilians, and Mikasa was like, Aaron, you just killed, like, kids and innocent civilians. And he, barely reacted to that.
They're all doing whatever it takes to save the world in their own perception, right? In their own point of view. Like, each character has taken steps to do it that, like, anything necessary to that point.
I could have seen it going where I thought it was going to go at the beginning of the episode, which was that for at least the beginning of the attack, that Armin, Mikasa, Jean, Connie were going to stay put and let Reiner and Annie do this.
Yeah.
I could have seen that happening. I'm glad it didn't, because obviously I think we got some really interesting stuff that happened because they got involved, and I think it, like you had said, it brings them kind of closer to a place that I think maybe they could talk to Eren and understand him in a way that they could sit down and have a conversation.
What's the Zumabito lady's name? I don't want to get it wrong. That's my only thing. Do you have any idea?
Kiyomi. Mikasa said it once in this episode, and there was a lot going on.
Gotcha. But she had some great moments this episode, some great dialogue, and then, like, she put down Flock. That was nuts. I was like, hell yeah. I was worried that once we heard the shot go off, that she was trying to sacrifice her own life and buy enough time for the scientists to do something, or the engineers.
That could make sense. I mean, she is more of just a political figure. She's not one that actually understands and can unlock the technology.
But it was so badass. I was so happy she, like, stood up and did something to Flock.
And Flock obviously did not have any idea that something like that was going to happen.
It's great. It's amazing. And then that's when Mikasa kicks into the window. There's a really, it's really funny detail when Mikasa, when she pushes the gun onto this dude's face and then it comes off and you see, like, the red mark of blood from where the gun was. That was pretty cool. The highlight of the episode, visually, though, by far have to have been the Annie and Reiner, like, crossover. You know?
That really was the best. I do find it interesting, something about Flock this episode that had to do with the which was that he acknowledged an awareness to the fact that, even though the world would shrink, they're still going to be fighting.
Yeah.
To shrink the world. And he has this kind of awareness that is the truth, but still willing to take the step. It's interesting. That he's kind of like, I've already decided, I've already crossed the threshold. I've already, like,
it's
making
like
this decision.
And I'm still gonna get what I want.
And I still get what I want. And like he brought up to Jean, he was like, don't you want to be that MP, like, up in a fancy room, and Jean had dreams of it.
Well, yeah, and if you're Flock, I'm sure that he would rather, if a fight comes up that's, like, internal and, like, an uprising within the others, that's, like, but also that's a lot easier for him to deal with, because...
Is that cereal?
To throw again on second down. Carr. He's got a man, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Patriots touchdown. A great effort there. Already the second touchdown here this weekend. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
No, don't do that.
York now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired in this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
bottom one is light, not the top one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. Quick hit here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Connor. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Mahomes now on first down. Throw inside complete. That's Connor. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
This is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive.
That would be late.
Time than they were hoping.
You're exactly
Yesterday,
right.
you know what you said? I'm tired. Don't want to sleep some more. That's what you said. Tell mom this
My
morning.
mom don't want me to tell Barbara. That means you go right.
Exactly.
Fields this way up to 17 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Carr. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. They work this well upfield across the 45. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. To throw is Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Just too much air on the ball, and that's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Mahomes. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one
I
away.
can't slap with this hand. I just slap with this hand.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25.
See, I told you, remember when you said, I can't do it, I can't do it? And you got to keep trying, and now you're good at it now, you see?
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Because Royal
The
told
points
me.
they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And that's caught by Williams. And he will get out of bounds as that stops the clock on a big gainer up close to midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Throwing his car. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just
Because her favorite is juicy.
It's what?
Juicy.
Juicy?
Juicy.
Sushi, yeah. surprise her. Good call. That was smart. No, but listen. You cannot tell mommy. You always do. You say, no, I'm not going to tell. Mommy, you can't tell her. Because you always tell. You promise you're not going to tell? Oh my goodness. Again. So you can't tell mommy the secret that tomorrow I was going to surprise her. So you can't tell her. Okay? You promise you're not going to tell her. Pinky promise. Pinky promise you're not going to tell her. Break it. You gotta do that. Cut it like this. Okay.
I remember that.